Hey guys, I was at the beach yesterday. Look who I found who washed up on shore. Marie Wilson. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Well, hello, all of you Days of Our Lives fans, and welcome to AfterBuzz TV Spotlight On. We here, the crew of Dishin Days, like to, I almost said kidnap, but that would have been the wrong term. But we like to bring to you some of our favorite cast members to have one-on-one time with them, and today is a very special occasion. We have the one and only Miss Marie Wilson in the house.
Hello.
How are you?
Thank you.
And she has been lovely. Like, she got here about 2 hours ago. And we have just and we have just been talking and laughing, and
She's now a trained AfterBuzz host.
Yes,
I was getting out of the shower, and I hear Marie's at the studio. I was like, oh, perfect. I'm only an hour away.
We did a whole interview.
Yeah, we did. This is part three. This is part three. Well, for those of you who don't know who we are, I am Tony Moore, and over to my very far distant, beyond the yellow brick road left.
Mark J. Freeman. Hello.
And of course, right next to me, we have
the gorgeous, the talented Matthew Evan Paine.
I feel like every time you announce yourself, it's like I just suddenly imagine this huge stage and it's dark, and there's someone that's like controlling lights, and the lights hit different places, and you're not there.
There's a fan. I have lots of hair.
I was going to say, I don't think you need a fan.
It's all of that. All of that.
I left my fan over there.
Oh, you're from
we'll
China.
Discuss.
We'll discuss
when
that.
I start selling the money. I need you to buy one.
We never know what to expect, or sometimes don't know what to expect. I've never met you before. And walking into the studio, you were like a ray of sunshine.
Yes.
I was so excited
you.
the second I walked in here. Really looking forward to this interview.
It's weird because like she's super nice. You would never think that she would be able to play crazy. It's like, this girl can't be like a crazy con artist.
That's what's so fun. That's what's fun
It's
because
so
you get to
fun.
play something you're totally not.
Yeah.
You know, that's what makes it so enjoyable going to work every day.
How do you channel your crazy?
Oh, don't we all have a little bit of crazy in us?
I love that she looked right at me.
Yeah.
She was like, take it away, Mark.
Yeah. Sometimes you just know.
I think it was a toss to Mark.
I'll focus forward.
Mark, how do you channel your crazy?
Well, I wake up. I don't know, this just kind of came to me. Speaking of that, the crazy and the character and everything. So when you come in, you know, I know when we get auditions and stuff and we look and breakdowns and stuff, they have a little character analysis. Do you guys usually get that for show? I feel like soaps would be a little bit more secretive about it.
Yeah.
So I'm curious what you were led to believe as you came into audition for this.
Well, you have a general idea. They give you a rough idea of what it's about. I didn't really audition for it. I came.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could do that more often. I have auditioned for other parts in the past with the casting director, Marnie, who's amazing.
Yes.
But this time I just went in and spoke to the producers and the writer, and we just had a good time talking in the room. And then, they gave my manager a call and said, let's do it.
Oh, that's fun. So
Yeah.
it wasn't a formal audition.
No, which I do much better at.
Yeah.
Well, I would assume that you got it because of your stint as Bree before you got the role of Summer. Or did you not audition for Bree either?
I did audition for Bree,
Okay.
and also Albert Alar, one of the producers on the show. We
Yes.
worked together for Charles.
Yes.
So
yeah.
he
had a little in there.
Well, he knew my work.
Yeah.
So, and everybody also saw me on As the World Turns. So, when you've been going for a while, people kind of know, what you bring to the table. So they kind of knew what hopefully I would bring to the table.
Yeah.
On all of the soaps that you've had the pleasure of working on, have you had a hands-down favorite?
Oh,
I know.
you can't do that. No, because they're all special in their own way. Obviously, Summer has been my favorite because she has so many different levels and so many things I could do with her. And doing it longer, you find more nuances with characters and stuff. So it's been fun so far.
Yeah.
Well, Susie Morales Smidley, who's in our chat room quite a bit, she loves Marie and wanted so much more for Summer, which I think a lot. I think all of us, and that's what I think is upsetting to me, and that I was going to bring this up. Well, we'll talk about this when we do Dishin Days about the teaser and everything.
Yeah.
It's like we get fed all this stuff that we're like, oh, wait till this, and then it comes like,
That's it.
this is what you brought me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I think that's part of the reason why I'm kind of with you, where I don't want to know the teasers. I don't want to know the stuff, because then it's like when somebody goes to see a movie and they're like, oh my god, you don't understand. It's like the best thing. Oh my god, oh my god.
then you go and
you're
you're
like,
disappointed.
yeah, no, it was a good movie. Let's dial it back. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, and it's we've been watching long enough to know. Like,
Well, listen.
and I feel like we all wanted that. We wanted
Yeah.
something good from Summer. We were hoping for something really, and then you just kept killing people in hotel rooms, girl.
It was an accident.
I was going to tweet something like, don't ever go to hotels with Marie Wilson.
No, it's a small room. There's too much furniture. It gets in the way. It was just a little push.
I tweeted Steven at AfterBuzz. I'm like, hide all the end tables.
You made me
Marie's
proof the
coming.
room.
With all of the different levels and layers that you were mentioning about Summer, at the end of the day, is she a good girl or is she a bad girl? Because I feel like
Well,
she's gone
remember,
now.
we haven't seen her last episode either, so there may be stuff that we don't know yet.
Oh no,
Or we have
Haven't
seen
we?
her last.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wasn't it last week?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Summer.
That's
Yeah.
right. That was the big
That was
reveal.
it.
I mean,
Summer
there
said,
wasn't one.
Deuces. Tate was in this room. Bye.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
You
That's
should
just
have had
ridiculous.
a huge.
That's ridiculous.
If they were going to send you away, I think a better idea would have been to have let you leave on the plane with Tate, and that have been your final.
like, that's even at least exciting.
Right, because that was
Poor-
an
you know what I
exciting
mean? Like,
episode.
Poor
Yeah.
Marie's like, listen, I got the call
What are your
sheet.
thoughts
They
on-
told me to show up.
What are your
taking
thoughts
it
on
out
all
on
of this?
I just came in and read the script and did my work. Just went home after. I'm sorry.
Oh no! What are your thoughts on
Good Girl, Bad Girl?
on Good Girl, Bad Girl, and the actual departure of Summer?
Well, as an actor, you always have to think your character is good because she's coming from a good place. Otherwise, it's not going
Right.
to look like you're, justifying what you're doing. I believe she was a good girl that had a really bad start, and everything was against her. And she was also bipolar, which added so many more levels to that. And she just had a lot of issues, and she just did the best she could with what she had.
Yeah.
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 How she left, I'm glad it didn't die.
Yeah,
Right?
Yes.
Right?
That's a good
So-
thing.
For
So
Yeah.
that's
a possible
kind of
comeback.
good.
Yeah.
Although people that do die still come back.
Yeah.
So,
We're hoping.
so,
for some.
I'm glad I didn't die. It was hard not hugging, my mom at
Yeah.
the end.
Yeah.
That was really challenging. But I could also understand why Summer wouldn't, because then she would never leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
She'd
She
probably
needed
break.
that disconnect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was putting up that wall. So.
Was she Maggie's daughter?
That's what I was just.
She was.
Well, yeah, that's what I was told.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was just gonna say too. Is I'm like, so then I guess she is the daughter.
I mean,
'Cause
we
that was
did
always
the
kind
blood
of-
test and everything.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
and Brady was there. He took everything.
Yeah.
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 So I think, yeah,
We're right there with you,
that's what
Marie.
I believe.
Okay.
Now, when just going back just a little bit, did you have any idea that you would return to the show after your stint as Bree, or did you go and go, well, that was fun, and then
Oh
just
no,
kind of
yeah, not at all. I didn't even think, coming back as another character on the same show. I
Yeah.
thought that's kind of weird, or the
But
fans
Days,
won't like
I feel
it.
like Days does that a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Judy Evans played
Oh.
a completely different character
Yeah.
for how many years, and then she just came back. Oh, I'm Adrian again.
Yeah, yeah, she did. Yeah,
Well, I wasn't aware of that.
There you go. Part of that family.
yeah.
Well, now I feel totally fine.
Yeah.
And I went blonde too, so that kind of gave it a little bit of a difference.
Yeah.
To,
Say there's a lot of people in the
Bree.
chat room that are saying how beautiful your hair is.
Yes.
They
Yes.
like it, but there is a
Thank
a
you.
story that we were gonna wait till we were on air. She didn't even share it with us beforehand.
Well, now that we're talking about hair.
Yeah.
Now, I gave you the tidbit that last week Summer's hair got my official 3 Snaps award
Yes,
because I was like, listen, you can't go from dark hair to like back to the blonde hair in a matter of. I was like, that's a good wig. So I was like, that's good. It's a good lace front. But you were gonna tell us.
It's not a wig.
Dun, dun, dun. So did you have to dye your hair back that color?
No.
What happened?
What do you think happened?
was
Come
so
on.
See, my guess.
Wait,
is
was
that
it just
you
extensions?
filmed out of order.
Nope.
No?
No?
Neither.
Is it a spray?
It was spray.
Spray. That was some
It was
good spray.
Yeah.
So they always sprayed your, like, you never had to. They just sprayed
It
it.
was sprayed on
The
brown.
whole time, your whole run?
For the dark
No, for the dark
section.
hair.
For the
Oh,
dark
the dark
section.
The dark
yeah,
section.
The dark was sprayed.
Okay.
Yes.
Because Tony and I saw you from afar when he and I, there was a certain point Tony and I were together at the Daytime Emmy Awards,
Yes.
and we saw you with
Okay.
one color, dark hair.
Okay, then that was not spray.
Right.
That was going back to my normal color.
Okay,
Yeah.
so when we
Yeah.
saw the reveal with your dark hair on screen, I thought, oh
That was sprayed.
wow.
Aren't we have talented
Yeah.
hair
Amazing.
makeup people.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
remember
yeah.
when Kirsten Storms played Belle, and she was dating a friend of mine. I would talk to her all the time, and she had a tattoo on her leg, and I never on screen. I was like, "Girl, Belle does not have a tattoo." And she's like, "Yeah, they have this spray stuff that they just spray on, and it literally just takes it." And I was like, "That's amazing!"
It's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
Yeah.
I need
pretty
that.
amazing.
I
what
need
they can
that. I think I'm gonna get some spray.
do
I'm gonna
it,
come in blonde.
do it, girl.
Yeah.
Do it, girl.
I'm excited. You know, now that I have a little bit of hair now.
He's trying to get my length.
Yeah.
You'll
Yeah.
come in with like a flip,
Yeah.
or a bob.
Yeah. And
Couple more months.
Yeah. And all different colors. Yeah.
This was a 2 days growth for me. I wish that were not true.
This is 2
Every
months
time I go to
growth
get
right
a
here.
cut, yeah. Every time I go to get a cut, my guy's like, "Dude, what do you do?" I'm like, "I don't know, just cut it
Miracle
off."
Grow.
The vitamins.
Yeah, I guess I could
Vitamins.
have worse problems. Sebastian, who is also another regular for us, he was asking in the chat room about Suzanne Rogers and what it was like working with Suzanne Rogers.
She's super sweet.
I love her,
Yeah.
her to death. I was so fortunate. I have been really fortunate to work with great moms on all my shows. I have to tell you, Suzanne is just the warmest, lovable, touchy, lovely person.
Handsy,
I love her.
like we call it
Handsy,
here.
yes.
Her.
But she is incredible. She's a ray of sunshine, even when she comes in first thing in the hair and makeup room, first thing in the morning, and we're like, she's like, hi.
Just like you were when we arrived today.
Yeah.
Right,
Like
exactly.
mother, like daughter.
Yeah, but that's like 6 o'clock in the morning. This is much later. So, yeah, so she takes the cake.
Now, with your career, you obviously are very familiar with the soap world. Going into each of these soaps that you've been on, because you've been on As the World Turns, Port Charles, and General Hospital before Days of Our Lives, do you ever get intimidated going or nervous going to each show and starting like a new character? Like how does it feel for you?
Yeah,
Going to each soap.
I remember my first day on Port Charles, and
Yeah.
I found out that Ken Schreiner was my dad.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember getting all flushed and intimidated, going, "Oh my God, Ken Schreiner! I used to watch him running home after school,
Yeah.
to watch him on General Hospital." And
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh my God, it's Scotty! Scotty's my dad!" Oh my God! And then you get to know them, and time
Yeah.
goes by, and they're just really down to earth, awesome people. So
Yeah.
but at first you get a little intimidated, and until you get to know them.
Yeah.
People go crazy for Ken. I saw him. I saw him, and I recognized him instantly. And I heard someone. It felt like a mile behind me saying, "Scotty!" Oh my God! People go nuts for their soap stars.
He's a character, and he's great because he always kept us laughing and on our toes on set. So he never kept it boring.
Yeah. Did you watch soaps before you started? I mean, you watched
General
that one too.
Hospital.
Okay.
General Hospital. I used to run home, and right after school,
Yeah.
Luke and Laura days.
Oh, of course.
so
Yeah,
I had to
yeah.
watch
I was
that.
Santa Barbara, but I
Yeah,
understand.
I was always Days.
I remember because people in my school all watched General Hospital, and I was always anti Luke and Laura because I was Santa Barbara, and they were competed times. So I'm like, we have none of that. So
I was always Days was the only soap that I watched, and before that, I was like, I don't understand why people watch soaps. I don't get it. Like, I don't understand. And then I watched one episode, and I was like, well, I'll just tune in tomorrow and see what happens. And then like by the third day, there were a whole new set of people, and I'm like, who are these people? Why is that lady locked in the cage?
Oh my God, I have to watch tomorrow to see what happens.
And then like many years later, I'm still watching.
Yeah, you sample one soap opera and you get hooked.
addictive.
You sample another and you're like, I see what's going on here.
Yeah.
And because it's a day-to-day thing, you get hooked.
Get attached.
You know,
Yeah.
you don't have to wait a week, and you feel like you're there. You're at home.
In your time on Days of Our Lives, did you have a favorite storyline?
Oh God, the whole storyline was, because it wasn't a long run. I mean, the whole thing was great. So I just liked the character. I just thought, this girl is down and out, came from such a hard start, and she's just trying to do the best she can.
I feel like so much happened, though, with your arrival in Salem and then the connection with Brady, Teresa hating you, Maggie, and then stealing Tate.
well,
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Although she did come in with a baby.
We think. But
I don't know.
you really don't. But Maria's like, I have no idea. We don't either.
Like I was telling you, fans are asking me if I really took the baby, and I'm like, I really don't know, you guys. And they think, I'm probably lying. I really don't know. They didn't tell me, so I just played it like anything could happen.
Yeah. Now, as we've talked about the character of Summer, there have been so many different layers to her, and one of the things that we've noticed during the run of Summer, and this is no test as how you are as an actress and the wonderful work that you've done, but Summer took a while for us to kind of gravitate to, and then not, and then fans have just kind of been all over the place when it comes to the character of Summer. How has it been for you as, your character arrived on the show and you kind of see the feedback and stuff from fans? How's it been for you, kind of seeing what the fans have said about Summer?
Well, it's understandable because not a lot was written about her. She's still very secretive and to herself, so you can't really get that attached to a character when she doesn't open up and reveal more and show her vulnerability. Yeah. So because she is very guarded and untrustworthy of other people, she has a wall up. So it's kind of hard for fans to get attached to that. So I understand it, but...
Well, and I'll say this too, again, I think we all were kind of hoping for something. What for me was frustrating was it just as soon as we're going down one path, we're going to change gears, and now we're going to do this. Now she's bad, now she's good, now she's the daughter, now she's going to make out with Brady. It just, everything just seemed so sporadic, and I was like, I can't wrap my head around that.
There are so many unanswered questions to me still, even about where is Tate, your relationship with Dario.
And I'm devastated that you're done.
The relationship with Dario, I felt like there was so much that left me wanting more. And I don't know who he is to her still. I don't know.
It's her con artist buddy.
That she just so happened to have sex with.
It didn't go
far. Oh, I'm sorry.
But...
made love.
Right. They made
in
love.
soap, it's never sex. It's always make love.
Okay, but it wasn't really making love.
I have another fan question from Melissa Boyette1 on Twitter. You're welcome. She wanted to ask about how it was working with Jen Lilly and Eric Martzoff.
Oh my God.
We can imagine, because we've had them both here. Jen in particular is a little pistol. So we have a general idea. But please let them know.
I have to tell you, she is a little spitfire.
I don't know if we have more fun when she's on camera or when we get done and we're standing out on the sidewalk with her. And
tell me more, Jen. Tell me more.
I don't want Jen to leave.
Oh, she's fun. She is fun. And let me tell you, when we were doing that cat fight scene, I was like, I think she's really gonna kick my ass. I think she's really gonna do it. I'm really scared. But she's hilarious. You know, we just crack so many jokes on set, and it's fun. And she's, you know, it's sometimes it's hard to keep a straight face and go, okay, just focus, focus.
Yeah.
And then Eric starts cracking up, and then he starts making jokes. So, but it's fun. I mean, that's a nice job to have.
Is there anyone on the cast that you didn't get to work with that you would have?
I was going to say that you didn't like. I was like,
that you didn't like.
Stop asking her these kind of questions.
Anyone that you didn't get a chance to work with that you would have liked to?
Half the cast.
I know. Because it just stayed within that little family.
Yeah, you stay, in, you know, in your little.
Well, and when Jen was here last time too, she was saying how Teresa and Chad have never met, which just blows my mind that they've been on for as long as they have, and they've never even crossed the square.
I love how it still goes back to Chad.
Well, you know, she brought it up, not me.
I don't know if you know this, Mark always brings it back to Billy Flynn.
I haven't worked with Billy. I'd like to work with him.
He's pretty amazing.
See, I set you up for that answer
happen.
right there, Mark.
I hope that does happen for you, because he is a very talented actor.
There you go.
Oh, what?
Just a little note for you.
Oh, sit closer
get
to
closer
Marie.
to, Is
that better?
Yeah.
You know he's going to screenshot that and post that photo on Twitter later.
That might be on Twitter later.
That's okay.
Well, very soon, you guys, we're going to open up the chat line so that you guys can give us a call here and ask your questions or give your comments to the wonderful and beautiful Marie Wilson. And stay tuned, because I will have the number for you then. But go ahead and start thinking of those questions so that you know what you're going to say when you call in. Yeah. So, I know we did a lot of talking before the show.
Yes.
And one thing that we've kind of mentioned here and touched on here was there were times where, again, we thought it was going one place and then it wasn't, and then it went over here. And did you kind of feel that sometimes, like when you read the script and you were just kind of like, oh, okay, well, I guess we're doing this now.
There were, because I remember sitting, like I said, in the room with everybody and talking about the character and how, her characteristics and how we're going to play her. And then as time went on, there were scripts that showed up, and I'm like, but she wouldn't do that. Well, maybe, you know, she's bipolar. She could do that.
Yeah.
You know, you start justifying it, and you got to justify it.
You got to do it.
Your entry onto Days of Our Lives was different than most characters coming on than we've ever seen. I mean,
lately.
they shot right.
Olden Days was another story.
Olden Days.
Olden Days.
The on-location beach shoot.
That was
that
so
like?
much fun.
Yeah.
That was so much fun. Well, it was great. You get to go outside the studio and
Yeah.
actually be, you know,
Somewhere. Yeah.
Until they told me that I have to stay underwater for the, you know, ocean scene. And I saw the waves coming up really high. And I'd had a little heart attack moment there, but I'm like, okay, we could do it. We could do it.
Yeah.
And they had, you know, lots of people on set, obviously, to take care and be there and stuff. But it made still to this day, my palms sweat a little bit.
Yeah.
But, you know, Mother Nature is pretty strong out there. I remember going under there and trying to hold it and thinking, well, somebody's going to tell me when to come up. And you feel the current, and it's really strong. And you're thinking, wow, anytime now.
Were the first scenes that you shot on the beach, or did you do anything in the studio beforehand? If you remember.
I know. Do I remember? There were a couple of scenes we did beforehand, and then we went to the beach, but not that many. So
Which beach was it?
It was out by Zuma Beach.
Oh, okay. Nice.
We're getting all the dirt.
So for all the Days fans who
We know where they
come into
shoot on
town,
the beach now.
they're gonna go
For
over to Zuma Beach.
Next beach scene will take place in about 10 years.
Yeah.
Out of all the crazy that summer created in Salem, I thought the craziest thing that you did was hum the song. You were in the hotel room and you were like putting stuff on the desk or tidying up a little bit, and you were humming the song that used to play in Brady's head or heart.
Yes. Yes.
When he started having visions of you.
Yes, when they first told me that, I'm like, how good do you have to sing? Because I can't sing at all. They're like, it's okay, just do the best you can. I'm like, okay.
What was that song created specially for the show?
Yes, I believe so. I believe it was. Yes. Yeah.
Well, at least we hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so.
'Cause-
I believe it was.
Yeah.
Just humming away.
Yes,
Being crazy
just-
summer.
I have
Telepathic.
another question from Carolyn, who we love, Carolyn.
Oh, yes, Carolyn Topol.
Yes. She wanted to know, since you're still kind of holding on to this, that you're not there anymore, what's next? Where can they see you if you're not on Days?
Well, I just shot Ladies of the Lake. That just
Yes.
wrapped up,
Yes.
which,
How was that?
yeah, that was a lot of fun. And Martha Madison was there.
Ari
And
Zipper.
yes. Oh, my God. So it was like half the, Days cast was
Yeah.
kind of there. Lily Melgar and Jessica Morris. So it was fun. It was like a girls' day kind
Yeah.
of thing. They are just wrapping that up, so we'll find out where it gets distributed. And I have another film coming up next week that I'm shooting, so
nice.
I'll post more about that. I don't know how much I could say yet. So
Well, let us know, because
yeah.
we'll make sure we post
Put it out there.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, thanks guys.
Now, Ladies of the Lake, that Ken Corday wrote
Yes.
that,
Yes.
right? Or it was based on the book that he wrote.
It's based on the book that he wrote.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, and then a screenplay was written, and not exactly, but
Yeah.
close. And,
So it's going to be a made-for-TV movie kind of thing, or we don't know yet?
we don't know yet.
Okay.
We don't know where it's being distributed yet,
Got it.
so I don't want to
Okay.
stick my foot in my mouth.
Got it.
Is
I thought it was going to be, for some reason, I was thinking it was like an online show.
Oh, yeah.
It
like
might
Bay
go
or
that
something?
direction.
Oh, okay,
Might go
okay.
that direction. So
Okay.
I just don't.
Yeah,
wanna-
got it. Enough said.
Is it another crazy character you're playing?
No.
Oh, okay.
Totally different. What kind of?
I don't believe it.
Like I said, there's crazy in all of us.
That's
There's all
right.
of us.
That's true.
That's
Listen,
right.
I sit with two crazies every Sunday at 4 p.m.
That's why I sit
All
way
the
over. We
time.
normally sit way over here.
Way over there, yeah. So it's not too crazy.
Not too crazy.
Yeah. Well, let's open the phone lines for you guys to give us a call and ask your questions to Marie Wilson. Feel free to give us a call here in the studio, and that number is 424-253-0749. I got it right this time. Yeah.
Tony.
I mean, listen, we've only been in this studio for like over a year now, and I'm always like, I think that's the right number. So yeah, so 424-253-0749. Again, that's 424-253-0749. Give us a call and talk to Marie live. She would love to hear your questions and comments about her. About her. Yeah.
About anything.
About anything.
I just don't know who took tape.
Yeah, don't ask
Now,
that.
Likely story, Marie.
right. Now, a lot of times during our recaps, we love to play writers, and we like to rewrite things from time to time. Okay. Well, I'll ask it after this, after we take this caller. Hello, caller. Welcome to AfterBuzz TV's Spotlight On. You are on live with Marie Wilson. What's your name and where are you calling from? Hello?
Angela Golden.
Hi. You said April?
Angela.
Hi,
Angela. How are you, Angela? Do you have a
Hey,
question?
Marie.
Do you have a question or comment for Marie?
Yes, I just wanted to find out when the ladies and the thing going to be on Marie.
When will
Ladies
those
of the Lake.
Ladies in
We
the
don't
Lake.
know.
We
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah, that's up in the air, and I don't want to stick my foot in my mouth, so I'm not going to say anything at this point.
So
Well,
what else are you doing?
I am shooting a film coming up next week, but I don't want to say anything until I get the go-ahead from the producers there, too.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
Stay
lose,
tuned.
don't
We'll
lose that
tweet,
job.
retweet all about it.
Follow her on Twitter
Yeah.
or follow us.
Yeah.
We'll tell you.
Well, thank you so much for calling in, and stay tuned because we're gonna keep Marie here for as long as we can.
Not going anywhere.
Thank
moving
you.
in.
Right. All right, let's take this next caller. Hello, caller. Welcome to AfterBuzz TV Spotlight On. You're on live. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Susie Morales Midley.
Oh, hey, Susie. We were chatting about you. You know what's so funny? I was actually thinking about you like a week or two ago because I was like, I felt like I haven't seen or heard from you in a while. So it's good to hear from you.
Well, thank you very much. I've been really busy for the last few months. I miss you guys.
Yes.
And I knew I had to try and give a call when I saw Marie was going to be on today.
Yeah.
That's
Aw,
right.
Thanks, girlfriend.
So do you have a question or comment for her, or both?
So, first of all, I wanted to say that Marie, for all the chat people that are in the chat room, Marie is actually a phenomenal person. In person, she is so delightful, and what you see on the screen there, that's exactly what you get when you see her in person. So I've had the blessing, along with Carolyn and Angela and some of the other people in the chat room that have met her in person, and we just love her to pieces. But my comment, I guess, is more that I'm kind of upset with the exit that Summer received. And I was just hoping to see if she could answer if she would return, being that the doors were kind of left open, if that would be something that you would do in the future.
She stole my question.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm kidding.
Hang up on Susie.
Good question, Susie.
It's up to the writers. It depends, and the producers, and everybody at the show. If the door's open and they would love to have the character back, I love being there. So yeah.
We like to
Well,
think.
I think that a lot of I think that Tony mentioned earlier that a lot of the people, a lot of the viewers had some mixed feelings about Summer, and I, for one, was cheering you on the entire
I know,
time
thank
because
you.
I could see the different layers of the character, and I could see how you were portraying her. So to see her walk away and leave Maggie kind of hanging, kind of broke my heart, and I knew that it broke Summer's heart.
Yeah,
So
it
I
broke
do
my
hope
heart.
that the writers will bring you back, even if it's just to redeem that part of you, so the viewers can have a good taste in their mouth about who Summer really was. Because I think that they left out a lot of the meat of who you really were.
Yeah.
So thank you so much on behalf of at least all of the Days of Our Lives group admins and the members
Thank you.
for all that you did during your time there on Days. And we just love you, and I look forward to seeing you in the future in other projects.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Susie.
Thank you.
Thanks, Susie.
You rock,
You guys take
Susie.
care.
You're awesome.
Now, Marie,
Bye.
someone named CM Funkhauser in the chat room wants to know if you were satisfied with the storyline, and do you wish that they had done something different with Summer?
Was I satisfied with the storyline? Yeah, because I made the most of what I was given, and I'm always satisfied with a storyline because I give it 100%, whatever material I'm given. So, could it have gone a different direction? Probably, but it didn't. And I'm
There's still time.
happy for it.
There is still
Time.
Still happy.
Yeah.
And we like to think that if we tweet enough about things, that they happen.
Yeah.
So for Susie and your posse who are watching, just keep tweeting, tagging her, tag NBC.
Tag Matthew.
Let them know.
Paine.
Tag Matthew, not me. No, I'm kidding. You know what I mean?
Shameless-
I think if you put the
shameless
word out
plugs.
there, I think if you say it enough, eventually they have to hear.
That's true. And fans do have such a powerful voice. I mean,
I think so too.
When it comes to characters, and
Oh,
especially
they're
daytime,
incredible.
like
Oh my God, they're incredible. They
Yeah.
blow my mind. They're
Yeah.
amazing.
I mean,
Amazing.
that's why I'm trying to get my speaking role on Days. I'm like, listen, fans, hashtag Maxine's son. As soon as Maxine comes back.
I was gonna say, we got baby steps.
Right. Let's take this other caller and find out their question or comment. Hello, caller. Welcome to AfterBuzz TV Spotlight On. You're on live. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hey everybody, it's Jamel calling from Brooklyn.
Hey, Jamel. Jamel from Brooklyn. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm enjoying the show, and
Good.
I called because I too love Marie. You know what? I love her
Thank
since.
you.
You're welcome. You're a wonderful actress. I've really loved you since As the World Turns. I went to As the World Turns because of Roger Howard, and I just loved his mother. Then I loved the relationship that Meg and Paul had together and how intense it was. And I think that's the question I wanted to ask. I love Roger. How was it working with, one of the, I guess, daytime, legends, Roger Howard? How was it working with him? Because I love Meg and Paul's relationship.
Yeah, they had quite a ride.
Yeah, they did.
Gosh, Roger is incredible to work with. He's great, and now he's having fun on General Hospital. It seems like, I've been so fortunate. I've worked with really incredible actors and actresses, and knock on wood, and. I don't have anything negative to say about anyone. Everybody's been so great.
Yeah.
I'm really lucky, man.
Well, I'm happy to know there's nothing negative to say about Roger, and I love him. And, I love, like you said, I love that your mother's there, too. You had a family, and I think, like the other call, I wish that they would, because what Meg did and how you played her, she was so wonderful and so beautiful. I think that they could have did that, too, with Summer on Days of Our Lives, because you had the ingredients there. It's just that they just didn't put it together. You had a wonderful mother. You had a great stepfather. You had
Kathleen Widows, awesome. See, I strike gold with moms. This is great. You know what? There's so many different directions you could go with any story, and this was just one of them. And you make the most of what you're given.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Jamel, for calling in, as always. And I'm sure we'll be talking to you during Dishin Days, which is right here on AfterBuzz TV every Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And go ahead, Tony. You better plug that shit. Go ahead and do it. No, I'll be watching, absolutely. And I just love the interview. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jamel.
Thank you.
Should have been a little twinkle on your tooth.
I know, right? Little
And guys, if you can't tell from viewing at home, Marie is the sweetest guest we might have ever had.
I know, right?
I might say I love you. I feel like I'm there. Yeah, you're
too fancy.
That's okay.
No.
You're a doll. She's so nice.
We've asked what was it like working with Jen and Eric and Suzanne, but we have to ask, what was it like with John Anderson?
I'm so glad you asked that.
I mean, he
completes me.
Yeah. Well,
that man completes. I don't even know him like I know some other people. And,
I mean, he was so. I mean, he's Victor, who's so ruthless
He was awful to you.
and was not warm to Summer at all. And Victor's character, John Anderson's character, is so known for these like one-liners and these like.
Doesn't he have the best lines?
Yes.
He gets my quote of the week very often.
Yes.
God, he
Very
has the
often.
best lines. I know there was one line where I was like. Camera on John. Well, it's John Aniston.
Yeah,
When I first saw him, I was like, oh my God, I have to go over and introduce myself.
It's hot in here.
Yeah, it's like really hot in here. Great guy.
Yeah.
He's just big and intimidating, and he has this stature about him, but just a really nice, cool, laid-back guy that is very much in real life like his one-liners. He just throws out stuff, and you're like. Did he say that? What?
Does he improvise any of that, or is it all? Are all of the insults scripted?
No, they're scripted.
Yeah.
With me anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know if he has done anything otherwise, but
those writers know him. They're like,
they're probably listening to him and writing.
Yeah. When I'm watching, because I do quote of the week on Dishin Days, watching it gets like into like Thursday and I haven't found anything. I'm like, please put John on the screen. I need a quote of the week.
Yes, yeah.
Like I literally am
Because
just waiting.
he's always good
and then
for
I'm
it.
like, okay, stay focused because he's gonna have something. He's gonna have something. So.
I know, it's the best.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Did he call you Gidget?
Yes, he did. It was almost my quote of the week.
Sebastian K just said Victor called her Gidget.
Yeah.
I loved it. I think that was the line. I was like.
I love that man.
Kim and John. We looks like we have another caller. Let's take this caller and find out. Hello, caller. Welcome to AfterBuzz TV's Spotlight On. You're on live. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Mobile, Alabama, and this is Days of Our Lives Fan Talk.
Oh, hello.
How are you?
Hi there.
Do you have a question or comment for Marie?
I'm just calling because I love her to death, and she works with Jim Lilly, and Eric Martzoff, and I wanted to say hello to her, and I wanted to tell her she's doing a wonderful job.
Thank you so much. Well, I have good teammates to play with, so I can't go wrong.
Well, thank you for calling in and saying hello, and keep watching, because we're gonna keep her here just for a little while longer. Yeah, you don't mind, do you, Marie?
They have Tate in the back.
Yeah, and I'll share these videos on my
you.
pages, all my pages. I'll share days of our y'all's Dishin Days on
Thank
all my
you.
pages.
We
Thank
do
you very
appreciate
Thank you
it.
so much. We do appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
You. And we'll see you during Dishin Days.
We
I
would have
won't-
been
I won't
fired
plug
by
it.
now if you guys didn't do.
This is true.
Well, thank you for doing what y'all do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
you.
That
Thank
means
you
a
for
lot.
tuning in. Thank you.
I have another. Well, it's Janaea asked a question, but I'm going to kind of expand on it because I think we kind of asked this already. But she was asking about people you hadn't gotten to work with and who you would like to work with. But I kind of want to open it up because you've done several shows and you've worked, and there have been some amazing. I mean, everybody's amazing. We have to say that. But you know who you are when you're not. No, anyway. But of all these shows that you've done and all these wonderful projects you've been on, is there somebody that you're like, oh, I just wish I would have gotten a 5-minute scene with that person? You know what I mean?
Oh, I hate that.
I mean, it's not putting down anybody that you've worked with, but just like there's got to be somebody like,
No,
because there's hosts that walk through here and I'm like, oh, I wish they were on Dishin Days with me.
But there's.
Beg your pardon. That was a joke.
Yeah. And cue exit music.
Actually sliding under. No, you know what? No, I can't pick just one.
Okay, so if there was
Because,
somebody
there's
in
just
all of
many-
Hollywood that you could work with,
Other than me.
other than Matthew and Tony,
Well, no one.
Good answer.
like, why live?
This is it. This
Yeah.
is my highlight here.
There we go.
Everybody's so talented,
Yeah.
and you know what? It really takes very talented actors to work on daytime drama because it is such a quick pace medium, and so many words.
Yeah.
Is there ever a fear that you won't get the dialogue down?
Every
Day. Every moment of every day.
day.
Because soap is so specific. Like, you have to sometimes, we can tell with dialogue, you have to let them know about, what they might have missed if they're like a viewer that's just
Yes.
tuning in. And it has to be so specific so that you don't misstate the wrong thing.
Yes.
And then we're like, wait a minute, no, that didn't happen like that.
Like cut.
Yeah. And it's like, what?
No, Marie,
what was I
that's
supposed
not
to say?
right.
What is it?
But look, if you improvise. You need to be pretty accurate. Yeah, they give us some leeway, you know, here and there. But when you do have to say things to remind people
Right.
of what happened, you have to be pretty spot on.
Yeah.
So.
And what was was it a shock to you when, did they tell you that Summer was ending and that she was going to be leaving Salem, or like how did that, was there a conversation, or I hope you didn't get a script that was like, and Summer exits. It's like, is that it, guys? Does she just leave? Okay.
Oh my God, makeup! Hey.
It's like, so was there a conversation or how?
Well,
what happened?
Albert gave me a call and let me know that the character is going a different direction, and it happens.
Yeah.
I there's no
Nature of the
show
beast.
that has been on there forever, and it's part of our industry. So
And what was your last day on set like?
sad.
Yeah. I saw
it was bittersweet.
We saw the
because-
cutest picture. I think maybe you posted or someone posted it, and you had like all these balloons, and you're just
Oh
like,
yes. That
yeah.
wasn't the last day. I took that a long time ago, but I was scared to post anything.
yeah.
So you wait till you
Yes.
You're
get
in
the
the
go
clear.
ahead.
Yeah.
It was emotional because I get close to people and everybody's just so sweet and just welcoming when you go on set that it's your second family after a while. So
Yeah.
it's hard to say bye.
It's so funny because we always hear that Albert always makes the call about it. Yeah. So I feel like Albert, we've got some questions for you. Like
bring Albert in.
Yeah. It's like I think I would be nervous if Albert called me, because I just do background work. If Albert called me and was like, you know what, we're gonna take your character
to a different way. Taking you to General Hospital.
But you know what? He's such a sweetheart. I think that's why he does it, because he's just so sweet and genuine and authentic. So you know he feels
he's
for
the good
you.
guy to
Got
to do it.
He knows.
Let's take this caller here and find out what question or comment they have. Well, yep, there we go. Hello, caller. Welcome to AfterBuzz TV Spotlight On. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, it's Carolyn Topol calling from Connecticut.
Hi,
Carolyn. We all got excited for Carolyn. I tell you, Carolyn is like on it.
She's on it.
Yeah, it's like every time I post something on Dishin Days, it's like all of a sudden I hear my phone go off and it's like Carolyn Topol just retweeted. She posted it somewhere else. I really like that. Thank you, Carolyn. I appreciate
Carolyn.
that.
You're incredible.
Well, I like to do that for things I'm enthusiastic about.
Thank you.
Good.
I'm sorry. Do you have a question or comment for me?
Thank you for calling, Carolyn.
Back to the matter at hand.
Well, Marie, like Susie said earlier, it was such a pleasure to meet Marie.
Oh, Carolyn, you too.
You were so wonderful when I got to meet you. It was a real privilege.
Oh, you
spend
guys were
time.
all awesome. You know, it's so great to actually go to these fan events because they are wonderful people that you get to meet, and it was such a pleasure meeting you, Carolyn, and so many people. It's nice. I like that. I like that part of work.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. We love getting to meet you. And I do actually have a question also.
Okay.
I know on your soaps you've always been involved in some pretty major family groups. And I was wondering, when you ended up getting the part of Summer and found out you were going to be Maggie's daughter, I know a lot of people were buzzing about Maggie's other kids that no one ever seemed to talk about when Summer came on. Had you known that there was a bigger family? Like, did you even check into that when you found out you were going to be Maggie's daughter?
I did check in to see how many other children.
She did her research.
I did my research.
Character development.
Yes.
But I wasn't aware on whether they were airing or had a storyline or anything like that. So I just had it in the back of my mind that she did have other kids. I was just the bad kid.
The abandoned child.
I was going to say, I just thought it was so funny because she has other daughters and we never got to see them with you. I would have loved to see that.
That would have been
there was so
fun.
much about Summer that was not done that could have been done.
I know, that would have been fun.
Talk about a fan reunion if like Summer came along, then the other daughter, then Maggie would have like had a stroke.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, all my kids.
Well,
And the brother
fortunately,
comes
Daniel's dead and he can't come back.
He might.
He could.
Don't toy with me. No!
Yes.
Well, thank you, Carolyn, for calling in as always,
you.
and thank you once again for all of your support.
Yes, thank you,
Thanks,
thank you.
Carolyn.
Thank you,
We'll talk to you soon.
Carolyn.
Oh, thanks a bunch, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Someone in the chat room named Elena Schroth wrote, NBC Studios, Dear Albert.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God.
Albert will be receiving a lot of letters, I'm sure.
Can we post the address?
No, thank you. Thank you, honey.
Now, earlier you mentioned that you had auditioned for other characters on Days before landing the role of Bree.
Yes.
Do you know what characters they were beforehand?
You know what? If it doesn't happen, I just clear it out of my head because
See, you're good because I would have been like, I want to see who got the part. And I would have tuned in and not have been upset,
6
but
months
like
when it airs.
Right. I mean, but I would have waited all those 6 months and been like, oh, okay, you got it. That's fine.
Yeah.
I used to do that. I did that once actually, and I saw the person it made me, and I'm like, no, I can't do that again. Because I'm like, why they cast her?
Yeah.
I
Well,
get
it's
that.
never.
That's how I feel about the new Abigail. I was like, why her and not me? I mean,
because I mean, listen, I feel like you were a great contender for Abigail.
Thank you.
I do.
And we've got the real life Abigail over here.
Thank you. Glad you said it.
Yeah.
I was waiting. It was either you or me.
Just out of the lace front wig.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's take this last caller and find out what question or comment they have for Marie. Hello, caller. Welcome to AfterBuzz TV Spotlight On. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Casey. I'm calling from Michigan.
Hello, Casey
Hi,
from
Casey.
Michigan. Do you have a question or comment?
I just have to say to Marie, I freaking loved your acting, and I don't know why Days didn't keep you around. You're amazing.
Thank you.
We agree.
See, that's so touching.
Well, I have a theory that if they're a good actor, they get fired.
Basically it, because
So,
I
Billy
loved
screwed.
Marie since she was Meg Snyder and As the World Turns. I fell in love with her, and she was great. She was like helping Paul when he was shot, and she was like in the go with things. I remember when she threw like evidence off a bridge, and I just
Wow, that's a really good memory.
I know,
You've
right?
done a lot,
They
haven't
remember
you?
everything.
Damn.
I don't remember last week. I don't know how you people remember this stuff. You remember.
Right.
Wow.
So, Marie, I just think, and I even remember you a little bit on General Hospital.
I'm totally blown away and impressed.
True dedicated fan.
You probably would have an easier time remembering lines than I would.
So, Marie, I just want to say thank you for your continued years of daytime entertainment, and I really hope
thank
you either
you.
go to another soap or Days gets you back, because you're awesome.
Aw, thank you so much. Thank you for those years of viewing. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, thank you so much for taking my call, and I can't wait to listen to the rest of the interview.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Casey. Thank you.
Alrighty, bye, guys.
Bye, Casey.
Bye. See all the love that you get.
I know. That's why I mentioned I love these fan events, because you don't realize how amazing these fans are, and how loyal and great, and it's really touching.
I mean, and if you think about it too, like I don't even know that. I mean, like just the amount of money they spend to go to the events and be there. It costs. A lot of them. It's not in their hometown.
Yeah.
They're flying there. They're putting themselves up. They're coming, paying for the event and all this. It's just it really is touching to see how much they.
Oh, yeah.
Are there for you
I'm
guys.
blown away.
When you arrive on set, you have a 6 a.m. call time, for example. Do they see you in hair and makeup right away? Are you seen right upon arrival, or do you have to sit and wait until you're called? How does it work?
It depends if you're first up on set. If you're usually first up, you should go in right away.
Yeah.
And if you need a lot of work, you should go in.
Maybe you need to get your hair sprayed.
You don't understand my hair dilemma, guys. You don't understand.
Well, I think Mark does.
I do.
Yes.
I do.
Yes.
And I got that spray.
It's in his bag right
It's
now.
in my bag.
Yeah, just don't bleach. Don't bleach.
No.
It goes bad out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Now, out of all of the storylines that you have done throughout your career of soaps, what was the first one that you can remember that you were like, oh wow, like that, like you can really like sink your teeth into, and this is like about to be amazing for you? You were like,
I'm a
seatbelt
soap
on,
actor.
like I'm ready for this.
I think it was on Port Charles with Jay Pickett. And we did Time in a Bottle, going back in time and having a storyline about that. And just going into the 70s and doing all the different costumes for that, and then going forward in time. And it was just a great storyline. It was just a very romantic, kind of fun storyline. I know fans liked it a lot.
Oh, those are fun.
Those are fun. Yeah. So it was good. Jay Pickett.
I know, that was a throwback.
Now, we were mentioning the fan events and everything earlier. Have you had any interesting fan encounters?
I think they've all been interesting because they've been just so supportive and overwhelming. And to me, that's so
Matthew hasn't
mind-blowing.
attacked you at pavilions. He has a tendency to do that too.
Yeah. I would see Guy Wilson all the time.
I love Guy.
Yeah. Oh. Wonderful.
I have to tell you a story about guys.
Yes!
We'll take it.
Here we go.
So we were going to the fan event. I'm sorry, guy. I love you.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell us when we ended the show. I was like, okay,
Oh,
cool.
no, we're telling it now.
We're now.
Here we go.
Now.
Oh my God! Look at the time.
We'll make time.
Yes.
Well, we were going to this fan event, and we were waiting. We were all waiting to board the plane, and we were waiting for Guy, and he missed his flight.
Oh, no.
And we were trying to get the stewardess to like just postpone or do
Yeah.
something. We were all trying to make trouble, so we have them delay the flight.
Yeah.
And he just missed it. The doors closed. I think he was just going.
Oh, no.
There was someone else's baby sitting next to Marie on the
The air marshal gets up, Marie. You need to take your seat.
Yeah.
We're not waiting for Guy anymore.
Ma'am, his name is not Tate.
What do you mean?
So before we have to wrap things up, because we're running out of time, and then we have to do our recap, which is right after this interview.
Where can they find it, Tony?
What, from this experience, working on Days, what do you take away from this experience and this show?
Oh my God, that's a deep question. Just learning more and working on my craft more, and just you're always working on your craft and adding more levels, and you know, I think the character was so challenging for me that kind of helped me grow as an actor, and that's what I took from it.
Yeah.
And some friends along the way.
Yeah.
And now some new friends.
She's more handsy than you, Mark.
Finally!
We'll do jazz hands.
Yeah.
Love a good jazz hand. Well, I mean, and I told you this earlier. I think your work on the show was amazing, and even though it was a love-hate, push-pull relationship with Summer, I really think you did what you could for the character. And trust me, I think, you know, any fan out there, or even us here, would have totally, you know, wrote Summer maybe completely different.
Yeah.
But you as an actress, you were phenomenal.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for your continued work.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
Joining us.
Thank you.
Well,
Oh
on
my
that
God,
note,
thank you.
We have run out of time, and thank you guys so much for tuning in to our interview with Marie Wilson. She has been such a joy to have on.
Oh, thank you. You made it fun.
Yeah, and before we head out, because you are very big on social media.
Yeah,
you've been
someone in here was
such an
talking about
amazing
how
job.
great you are at Facebooking, too.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So-
Wow. I'm
Yeah.
working on that.
Let everyone know where they can find you.
Okay, here we go. Twitter is Marie Wilson 1, Instagram is Marie Wilson Official, and Facebook is Marie Wilson.
Yes!
There we go.
Well done. Lorraine.
And I'm on Instagram and Twitter, Lorraine Love, LORAYNELOVE.
And Snapchat.
And Snapchat, it's Lorraine.love.
Although I think you joined
Snapchat.
Snapchat too late. Now that Instagram has like a Snapchat.
Yeah,
feature.
well, I mean, I do both. I haven't really done the Instagram
Yeah.
Snap, but whatever.
Every time you say Lorraine.love, I remember our conversation saying that Billy Flynn's fiance stole Lorraine Love. So
She probably
so you
did.
couldn't use it.
Gina, we're gonna talk.
And Matthew, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Matthew E. Paine.
And of course, you guys can find me on all social media platforms at Lounging with Tony or my website, loungingwithtony.com. And don't forget, you can find Dishin Days on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. On Twitter, it is @_Dishin Days. The @ is implied. Thank you so much again, Marie, for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
Thank
This
you.
was great.
Thank you guys for tuning in, and don't go anywhere, because right after this, we give you a full recap of your favorite soap opera, Days of Our Lives, on Dishin Days. We'll see you in just a few minutes. Bye, guys.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
And then we do a soap.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.